This is just going to be a quick video about a website I'm making. It's not completely done, but yeah, it's going to be a quick overview. It uses ASCII Doctor. Well, it doesn't use ASCII Doctor. I use ASCII Doctor to convert my Markdown files to HTML, and then those HTML files are displayed as README files for the description of each project. So if I click on a project here, this is the readme.html that is made from ASCII Doctor. There's a lot of different README files here, but I have lots of projects in here you can look through. Some of which being a simple 3D example that just kind of shows some code about rendering 3D images. I personally did not write this code. I took the code from TS Soding, however you say his name. And then I looked it over. I did understand what it was doing, but then I wanted to figure out how to rotate on multiple axes at once. So I was trying to learn about quaternions, however you say that. And I had ChatGPT add rotations on multiple axes. And if you don't use quaternions, whatever you say that, then you can get a gimbal lock. So that's usually that's what I think programs use to rotate axes, and they don't typically use. I don't think they use these formulas for rotating across different planes. Although these are definitely, I think these are probably easier to understand. I still don't understand quat whatever completely. And then there's a simple game engine for 2D games. You can write Lua games with it. You can write well, it's written in C, but you can use Lua scripts to make games. The engine's written in C. And then my physics stuff, for that I displayed before. My Tetris game, and there's all kinds of other things on here. This is my password manager that I made that I don't actually even use. But my math notes, you can see a rendered version of my math notes here. Yeah. I like to write my own notes so that, because if you write it, it's easier to remember. Then I did, if I'm in my Git server here, my repo, I just wrote a simple script to write, to make a new repo. And I have to add all this stuff to the README HTML to get it to work properly, because otherwise it technically uses an iframe. And if I went to one of these links, like whatever, this one, I guess, I know this one has links. If I clicked on one of these without that, right, then it would try to load that in the iframe and not on a different tab or whatever. And then I have to send a message once it's done loading the whatever's in the website in the iframe to show the height so that GitWeb can actually display the proper height in this README section. And there's a few other things that are going on here that just kind of simplify me uploading to my website. And I just edited a lot of the CSS for this website because by default GitWeb looks like this. So yeah. There's other things like GitT. I did not use that. GitWeb is pretty minimal. I like the fact that I can edit the CSS and have a bunch of README stuff in here. There's also something called cgit. That's supposed to be pretty minimal. It uses C to show your uh, display a website. Oh, and I also have a low-level website written in Open SSL. If you want to look at that, um, that so it's written in C, and I could have done that for my website, but I didn't. It would have been a lot of work. But yeah, this is written in Perl. It uses Apache. GitWeb uses Apache and CGI. That you just when you print something out, instead of writing the console or whatever, it uses it to display text or HTML or whatever in your web page, which is actually pretty simple and cool. But the Apache and the CGI does give it probably a little bit of overhead, and the fact that this is using Perl probably is a little bit of overhead or whatever. But uh, yeah, and then I did I think SSH. I think it'll still let me edit. Look at this file. I only allow password authentication if I'm accessing this website from um, a local IP address. Otherwise, I don't. And password authentication is off. Otherwise, and I use a key, public and private key, to connect to this server through SSH. So yeah,